but those bull racing, that's much more fun.
Yeah, because that's fun, because that's just stupid people just risking everything.
Yeah, and I always cheer for the bull, but in that scenario, the bull's got a real good chance. Alright, people, we are back with another reaction video. Hey, Mattis, how are your day doing?
It's cold.
Second cup of coffee?
Third cup of coffee.
Third cup of
yeah,
coffee.
It's minus 14 Celsius.
Yeah, it was minus 18 degrees Celsius at my place when I left, so this morning.
So it's a cold day, so it would be nice to see something from, well, a warm place maybe?
Yeah, I see Walter from Walter's World on a beach somewhere. Well, he's got a sweater on, so probably not that warm there either. I don't know. This is a video from Spain again. 10 culture shocks of visiting Spain. I've only been to Spain once, as I said before, in Barcelona.
I've been twice.
Twice, yeah. Recently to Barcelona.
Yes, actually. I've been there and I've been to Alicante.
Do you prefer us say Barcelona or Barcelona?
I prefer to say Barcelona, but I know it's Barcelona.
Yeah, that's why I asked the viewers. Yeah. Do you think it sounds fake and weird if we try to say Barcelona? Or do you prefer us just to say the English boring Barcelona?
Yeah, almost like American.
Barcelona. Okay. Yeah, Barcelona. Great place.
Yeah.
I've been reacting to another video from Barcelona. You can watch it. Walter's World. 10 culture shocks of visiting Spain. Let's see if we will be shocked. All right.
That's my shock.
Ready, set, go.
Hola, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World, and we're on the beaches of Spain, enjoying the shocking loveliness of this country. And today we have for you are the 10 things that are going to shock tourists when they come here to Spain. And the first thing that shocks people is just how wonderfully awesome the Spanish people are. Look, they know that their economy is based off of tourism, and they treat the tourists right. They're fun, they're friendly, they give you directions, they tell you jokes. They're crazy awesome, they'll party with you. And if you get to be friends with a mama, a grandma, an abuela, expect to eat the best food of your life, and then double that food times like 1,000 because she'll just keep feeding you. And that's the first thing that shocks people, is just how friendly and fun the Spanish people are. So that's the first thing you should know. Now, the second thing you should know is you're going to be shocked that even though the people are super friendly and fun and they will talk to you, they will not talk to you in English. The second shock is the lack of foreign language here in Spain. Yes, there are some young people that do speak English, but in general, you're going to have a tough time finding English speakers when you are going, 20 miles outside of Barcelona.
Is that your experience?
Well, kind of. I think it was a lot of people that spoke English, but a lot of people spoke only French and Spanish.
Yeah, and we're often in the cities near the tourist places. I guess most of the people working there have some English vocabulary at least. Yeah. But maybe if you travel around a bit, in Norway everybody speaks English.
It's probably like you said, you just go 20 minutes outside and then suddenly it's Spanish only.
Yeah. Okay, I can't speak Spanish, so that would be we got so much help in your phone
Electrico coche. That's probably
some basic Spanish. Let's do hello, hola, goodbye, adios. I know that one. Thank you. Gracias. Gracias.
Gracias.
Gracias. Please, por favor. I actually know all those first ones. So I'm almost fluid in Spanish.
Almost. Yes. Hola, gracias, por favor. ¿Dónde está baño?
¿Dónde está? Where is? Okay, toilet.
Yeah, ¿dónde está baño? Toilet. ¿Dónde está Zeus, probably? Or servicios, I don't know. Something like that. ¿Cuánto costa? Yeah, and I can't see because...
How much cuánto costa, yeah. And
¿Cuánto costa cerveza?
Do you know where VC comes from on toilets, public toilets?
Where it comes from?
Yeah. What is the letters for? What words are there for?
Water closet.
Yeah, it is. Where? Water closet. I didn't know that until yesterday. So fun fact.
Oh, you're so dumb. I knew that 3 years ago.
Oh! You're so enlightened. Okay, let's see what else you got here on this video.
Or Valencia or Madrid. So just know, you want to know a little bit of Spanish or Catalan when you're here in Barcelona to kind of communicate with the people. But the thing is, the lack of foreign language isn't just the Spanish people, it's also the foreigners that move here to retire. If you go to Costa del Sol, like by Malaga, you will have more chances to eat an English breakfast than you will tapas, because so many Brits go there to retire, and they don't learn any Spanish. You go to Mallorca, the 17th Bundesland, or the 17th German state. There's so many Germans there that the main street is called Schinkenstrasse, or Ham Street. I mean, it's crazy.
We got some Norwegian retirement homes in Spain,
You're going to
I
need to
think.
know some Spanish when you come to kind of get around, because it will make things easier. And those really friendly Spanish people, when you speak a little bit of Spanish, that opens it up so much more, and they're going to want to talk to you. Even if you only took 1 year of Spanish in high school, they will open up and be so friendly and just share so much that you're going to love it. Now, the third thing that's going to shock you about Spain is the siesta is real. It's not just some legend you hear about, oh, siesta, where they just stop working for a few hours in the afternoon. No, it really happens. Now, in big cities like Barcelona, no, it doesn't really happen anymore. But if you're going to be traveling to some of the smaller towns, you're going to go to Santiago de Compostela and do the Camino de Santiago, or you're going to go to Ronda and see the stuff there, expect stores to be closed from 2 until 5 in the afternoon.
2 to 5. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. I've experienced that in Greece actually when I was there on those one of those small islands. They had the same thing. Italy too, yeah. But I've been in only in Barcelona, so I didn't really see it there. But as he said, you don't close down Barcelona from 4 to 5. No, from 2 to 5.
Bad economy.
No, that's bad economy.
Noon, so get your shopping done before or after, because that
we don't have that in Norway.
And if you're going to be doing government business, or you're going to get a visa or stuff like that, that can affect it as well. So the siesta, it is real. Don't always expect things to be open all day long. And that kind of goes into the fourth thing that's going to shock you is time in Spain. Notice I don't have a watch because time is kind of irrelevant here in Spain. You know, they talk about this mañana attitude. Yeah, we'll get to it tomorrow and stuff like that.
You're actually
but the time here is kind of...
We have a saying in Norway, mañana, mañana, no drar vi till Spania. And it means...
Yeah, you tell me.
Mañana, mañana, we're leaving to Spain.
Yeah.
So a little bit of Norwegian there. You're welcome.
That's funny. You'll ask people, when should we meet? Oh, let's meet at lunchtime. What time's lunchtime? Ah, lunchtime. Well, here in Spain, that could be 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It can mean a lot of different things, and it kind of shocks tourists when they don't have a really set time period. And for a tourist, how that also affects you is, look, you need to know is it's not just the siesta 2 to 5 o'clock closing. Restaurants might not open till noon. They might not serve food until 1 in the afternoon. But also dinner times, they might not have their dinner menu until 7 or 8 o'clock at night. And the Spaniards eat at 9 or 10 o'clock at night as well.
Wow, I'm gonna stop it again because I'm kind of familiar with that culture of you never know what time you're supposed to meet, or it's kind of layback. Where I'm from, in the farthest northernmost areas of Norway. But personally, I hate it. You know me.
You seem like a guy. I want to be on point.
Yeah, I'd rather be a little bit early. Okay, we're gonna meet at 1 o'clock. I'll be there 15 minutes before.
I'm more like the guy that should be from your area of Norway, since I'm pretty laid back.
And you would fit very well in here in Spain.
Late dinner, no problem.
Yeah, because we eat dinner early too. We eat dinner like 5, 6 maybe.
Yeah, I'm used to 7, 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
because my parents used to work a lot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that's kind of different from what I'm used to, but I guess it's worth it if you actually live in Spain.
But it's pretty hot there.
Yeah, I guess maybe they wait a minute. They got that
cool down a bit.
Siesta in the middle of the day when it's hottest, I guess. That's probably why.
Yeah, I would assume.
This kind of weird
if not,
Spanish
let us know.
time frame when you're here, and when they go out at night, man, you don't even think about going out to 1 or 2 in the morning. I mean, it is a different world when it comes to time here in Spain. So if you got your Swiss watch, just leave it at home because you don't need it when you come here, okay? Because Spanish time will shock you how it's eating late and doing things later, and things are mixed up, and when is what, and mañana is mañana, but it also means later. I don't even know. And so that's something that does shock a lot of tourists. I've seen so many like Dutch guys and Germans like pulling their hair out. That it is kind of funny. So the fifth thing that's going to shock you when you come here is the lunch menus. Now I know we think lunch, what's the big deal? Everybody has a little bit of a deal at lunchtime. Here in Spain, they have a law that actually goes back to the Franco times that says, look, all restaurants have to have a 2-course meal that can be affordable to the average man or woman or whatever. And what's cool is you can go to some of the nicest restaurants in Barcelona or Madrid or Santiago, wherever, and get a good meal, 2-course meal, for a good cheap price. So imagine great food at a great price at a great restaurant, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Thing is, with tourists, sometimes they might forget to mention that to tourists, so make sure you ask, hey, what's the lunch menu today? And usually it'll be at the back of the menu. They'll have an extra piece of paper, or it's an extra menu they'll bring out. Make sure you ask, because I've seen more than a few tourists who didn't know about
That's
it.
a good tip. I didn't know.
Tell them, so be careful with that.
And I've been there like
The
once,
sixth thing that's going to shock
so
you
I should
also
know.
deals with food, and that is how disgusting the paella and the sangria is if you're within, I don't know, 4 or 5 blocks of a tourist site. For some reason, I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but if you see a tourist site, they're going to make sure there's paella and there's sangria there. But the thing is, it's not paella de mama. It's not homemade. It's like a microwave version of it, and it's horrible.
Okay.
That's why people come to...
Because I was in La Rambla, the main street in Barcelona, I think, and ate paella there. I thought it was good, but maybe it's a different experience if you get mama's paella, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Isn't it that like the meatballs and potatoes in Norway? If you eat it at the restaurant, okay. But the real ones are those homemade, grandma style, a little bit chunky,
Better taste.
Spain,
Better taste.
Paella is horrible.
Made with love.
You have microwave White Castle in America. All of the food isn't good either.
I had White
Look,
Castle
if you
in
want to have
America.
good paella, go to a real restaurant, and they're going to serve it to you in a thing. They'll say you have to have 2 or 3 people minimum to have the paella, because it comes in this huge pan, and not the stuff you get at one of these restaurants that are by a tourist site. The same thing with sangria. If you're getting sangria and it comes in a pitcher with straws, probably the only thing you're going to get out of that is a horrible hangover the next day. So make sure you go to a little bit nicer bar and get sangria there. And if you're in a place like here in Barcelona, get it sangria made with cava, the bubbly champagne kind of bubbly sparkly wine they have here in Catalonia. It is fantastic, okay? So watch out for those tourist trap places. Now, the 7th thing that's going to shock you is also about food, and that's the tapas culture, okay? Or tapas and pinchos if you're here in Catalonia.
I love it.
And the thing is, tapas are these like little snacks you get
That
while
looks
you're
nice.
drinking your
I
wine,
really
or while
like
you're
that.
drinking
That's
your
my kind of food,
Cruz
yeah.
Campo beer or San Miguel or
Small
whatever,
things of
your
everything.
sangria. And sometimes you can get this food for free. I'm going to drink some beers. Oh, they might bring some calamari, or they might bring patatas bravas.
Calamari.
With
Ever try that?
a red sauce on top. It's to die for. You have to have patatas bravas when you come here.
I like the
do
Spanish
it, okay?
kitchen.
Yeah.
And you have this.
I also
it's such
tried
a
calamari in
cool
Greece, actually.
aspect of their culture that you sit back, drink beers and stuff like that, get some free tapas and things like that to enjoy the culture, meet people. Great way to talk. The thing is,
That's
if you're
cool,
getting tapas,
serving like little dishes.
Yeah, I love it because you can have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and I've experienced that maybe twice. Once in Oslo, I was eating tapas, or I was at a Spanish place, and when they served drinks and beer, they also served some small meals
dishes,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, and somewhere up north they served salt reindeer meat besides the bear. So
Just little pieces?
yeah, like they carved out on a platter and they put it next to you on the table, and you can just like eat it like a snack, and you get really thirsty because it's salt meat, so you are another bear. So I guess it's good business.
That's Santa's deer, right?
Yeah, that's Santa's the lead reindeer, Rudolph. Yeah,
tastes the best.
always Rudolph.
Yeah.
sometimes you do pay for them. Sometimes they are free. If you want a bigger plate, you get what's called a ración.
Oh, look at
so
that.
tapas is like 1 or 2. A ración is like 7 or 8 or 10, okay? So you're going to obviously pay more for it. But you will be shocked, that whole tapas culture of going to a cava bar here in Barcelona and having the snacks and stuff like that, the tapas, and your cava, talking with friends. It is so awesome. It is shocking how much that is such a part of the culture that you have to do, okay? Now, I've talked about the free food, like the free tapas you can get sometimes, and how friendly the people are. But one of the things is, the 8th thing that's going to shock you is the service here in Spain. That mañana attitude. Look, things are not going to be going speedy here. You're in a hurry, it's not going to happen. Your bill, you're going to have to ask a few times for it to come. And you will see that, you know what, service in Spain isn't that great. They are super friendly, though, but don't be surprised if they're going to finish their conversation with 5 other people before they bring
that
you
don't
the
bother
bill.
me really,
And
as
the
long
one
as
thing I
they're
kinda
nice.
see, whereas the bad kind of side of this bad service stuff is, when you go to restaurants and tourist places, they're going to ask you, oh, would you like our fish of the day? And then they never tell you the price. Or they'll show you a price like, wow, that looks like a good deal. And you'll get your king prawns for, oh, it seems like it's only $10 for 5 of them. No. That's per gram or per kilo or whatever, and you can get really screwed. I know for us, we found out the hard way. We went out to eat, and they said, we looked at the fish. They said, oh, you want to get the fish of the day? We said, sure. And I looked at the price, like, oh, that's actually a good deal. I got the fish of the day, a big one. It turned out, I thought it was going to be 10 euros. It was 80 euros. So when they say, oh, would you like the fish of the day, make sure you ask what it is, what is the price per gram, and how much are they going to bring you out? Because that's where they can really shockingly screw you over big time.
Yeah, that's when I'm traveling like this. I usually have I try to have a okay budget, so I don't have to think about those things when I'm traveling. I'm on holiday. The last thing I'm gonna do is worry about prices and like, can I afford this, or should we eat another place where it's cheaper or stuff like that. So I try. And honestly, in Norway, everything is really expensive. So wherever we go, it's probably cheaper. So, but it's a good advice, and especially the things if you may steer a little bit away from those tourist traps, you get real authentic food. Yeah, probably for a lower price too. So going to try that next time.
Mamas. A lot of comments below without Mamas paella. So the 9th thing that's going to shock you about coming to Spain is the bullfighting and the running of the bulls stuff. If you've never seen a bullfight before, you need to realize this is not for the faint of heart. You will see lots of blood. You will see a lot of stuff that may really disturb
we
you.
kill whales.
I know one I went to in Madrid.
Yeah, but that's different.
The guy was horrible.
It is.
People in the Plaza de Toros.
But traumatic
they
for
were
some.
their seat cushions at the Matador.
That's not my cup of tea, but hey.
There was blood covering everywhere.
It's your cup of blood.
I'm not going to stand. Sit here and be full on Karen.
No, not me
neither.
Neither.
You are shocked by the amount of blood and just.
Yeah, but it's nasty.
But it's a cultural thing here, and it can kind of continue on with that 9th shock, is the running of the bulls.
Yeah, I just have to say something about that too. I don't like that torture, but I also respect it. It's a cultural thing. It's not my place to come there and say, boo, boo, don't do it. Boo-hoo. Yeah, I don't, I get offended. I don't know. I don't care. They should do whatever they want to do in their culture. But those bull racing, that's much more fun.
Because that's fun, because that's just stupid people just risking everything.
Yeah, and I always cheer for the bull, but in that scenario, the bull's got a real good chance. So that's funny. People
upping the odds.
Yeah, people get flipped up in the balcony on the 3rd floor or something.
Let's see if we can see someone.
Not just in Pamplona.
Yeah.
Hemingway talked about Pamplona, so that's why the Americans go there. And you'll see every year some American will get gored or get too drunk and fall from a fountain and get themselves killed and stuff like that. It's horrible, but you need to realize the running of the bulls happens in a lot of towns, a lot of small towns around the country, and bullfighting isn't legal in every part of the country, okay? You should know that. So don't expect to see bullfighting everywhere, but it does exist, and the running of the bulls does exist in a lot of places. So if you want to see the running of the bulls, you want to watch the running, but not be running.
Yeah, I could watch
it. There is a lot of opportunities for that, okay? Now, the
up in the balcony or something.
Way high above.
When you see Spaniards, when they travel outside of the country, whether you're in France or Italy or England, you will see a big group of Spanish people together, and they'll be singing. See, Americans, we just scream real loud and talk real loud. The Spanish, they like to sing together. And don't be surprised if you're in front of the Duomo in Florence or at the Spanish Steps in Rome, and there's a group of Spanish teenagers with their Spanish flags singing a song, getting their picture taken.
Okay.
That is one of the shocking things about tourists from Spain.
I have no idea.
They do love their singing. It is kind of a funny thing.
Yeah, singing is nice.
A bonus 11th thing for you about some of the things that'll shock you about Spain is the fact that Spain is very different. Spain is not a homogenous country.
I learned that in the other videos.
Languages. Yes, we have Spanish, Castellano, or Espanol. They have that here in Spain. But also here in Catalonia, they speak Catalan. In Galicia, they speak Galician. There are different languages. There's different cultures. The Basque culture, all kinds of stuff out here. You think Spain is just beaches and great weather? I'm in Barcelona, and it's cold, and it's windy.
Cold.
And it's not supposed to be this way because I'm on vacation here in the summer. But it does have that.
I don't believe you.
In the winter, don't be surprised if you need your full winter gear on because it does get cold. Snow in Avila, hey, it can happen. The thing is, Spain is so varied. There's so much
If I put my full winter gear on, Mattis,
I was thinking the same. If I put my full winter gear on, no.
We can cross Greenland with that.
Probably.
Yeah, so, okay, a sweater vest or something.
Full winter gear. Okay, Walter.
But maybe he's from California or Florida or something. Texas, I don't know. It's real warm.
Seems like it.
Yeah, I think I was in Barcelona in May or something, and it was quite chilly, like 10, 15 degrees Celsius. So
Yeah, because I was there in September and it was just awesome.
oh, it was warm in September.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, see your white houses in Andalusia and go to Galicia to see the windows in Vigo and stuff like that and La Coruña and all kinds of stuff. And what I just want you to know is when you come to Spain, don't be shocked because if each different region you go to, you see something completely different with food, with people, with language.
Yeah, of
What's
course.
cool is it? All those different parts are fantastic. So those are my 10 or 11 things that might shock you about visiting Spain. What are some of the stuff that shock you about visiting Spain?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I don't like the word shocking because it's not shocking, but yeah, fun facts. I like this.
Yeah, it's more of helpful tips, fun facts, stuff like that.
I didn't know about the lunch menu thing. I didn't know about that.
No, me neither. That's but the thing about the tourist traps and the more local authentic foods, if you.
But is that that's like a typical thing,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it's.
You have to get away from the big tourist places just to get authentic food.
I believe so. Anything else that's that stood out? We can just take a little spin over. See, yeah, you got to know some local people. That's always the trick if we're traveling.
They're really friendly. He's right about that.
Yeah. I get that from Spanish people, or they're very warm, very welcoming.
And it's like you said, I met a lot of foreigners that moved to Spain.
Yeah.
It was only French speaking. It was a teeny weeny bit of English, but it's mostly French.
Yeah, okay.
Those I met anyway.
And it's a diverse country. I also learned that from another reaction video.
Yeah, they have like really big patriotism for the different kind of regions.
Yeah, and you got.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. And it's like that Catalonia.
Yeah.
Kind of weird own place. Not weird, but I think it's got another language. I should do a reaction to Catalonia sometime.
Yeah,
if there's any good videos out there about Catalonia, let us know.
Yeah.
You got those tapas, small dishes, the lunch menu, as you said. That's a good tip too.
So now I just have to go back to Spain.
Yeah, and as I said, you got the bullfighting thing. I really don't.
Don't be Karen now. Don't be Karen.
No, I really don't. I don't enjoy watching animals get stabbed. But as I said, we have our own hunting traditions. We have whaling, but we do it like short and it's effective to eat it. But I'm not going to criticize. Yeah, I'm going to criticize. No, I'm not. I don't care. You gotta do what you gotta do in your own cultures.
You start to criticize and then but I won't criticize.
But I won't criticize. No, but I know it's a lot of powerful meanings, or people have a lot of shit to say about those things. But I think you should respect the culture. Yeah, that's about it. It's a lot of places in Spain I've never seen, so I got a lot of work to do.
I like the video. I like Walter.
I like Walter.
Seems like a nice guy.
I like Walter. Should
really
we?
American, but nice guy.
We give him a like then. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And yeah, that's it for this video. If you like us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like on the video. We really appreciate that. And we'll be back soon with another video. You can comment below if you have some tips.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Yeah, and like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.